Hi. Okay. Is your thingy say live? There we go. We are live. We are so sorry, and yet not, because it was all divine, all spirit, completely. And we'll explain a little bit. So thank you for joining us here on the live with Jen Huber, who is a shamanic guide, who is amazing. She works with energy. She journeys to discover what your guides are telling you. She also channels a million things, and you'll see that. So thank you for putting up with the little delay. I know everyone who's supposed to be here is here and going to be here, so it's perfect. And thank you to everybody who messaged, like trying to help us too. That was great. The person who actually came through as Earth Angel is Mary Jo, who is of Soulful Revolution, the channel. Please check it out. She's one of our amazing mentors, and you know, she's a pro at this, so I had to actually call her and say, what do I do? And it was a lesson for both Jen and myself, because this journey, you know, it's all about embracing that every single thing that happens, and I mean every single thing, not like some things, and this thing is a mistake and these other things are meant to happen. No, everything is happening for your greatest good and highest purpose in every moment. So in those moments, you know, Jen and I were trying to make it all work, and we were both sitting there doing that, going like, what is this showing me? What am I trying to release? What is this? What is this? Because it's always reflecting something. You know, in my case, I didn't want to have to reach out and ask, you know, MJ for help. And once I did that, all that resistance released, and it was amazing. You know, so we were just talking about different triggers and how they reflect out. So I hope that resonates. You know, it's just perfect. So
on that note, to give you confirmation, right as you said all that, an enormous hawk, which is my sink, just flew in front of the windows. So
confirmation, that's so good. So that's confirmation for everybody. So what that means is that, you know, you're watching this, that's a message that you needed, just embracing and really moving into, and it does, it's hard. It takes constant overriding of the mind. It takes a constant discipline of like, no, this too, because those moments are super uncomfortable. They don't feel good. You're struggling with, you know, all of your own inner critics and stuff all the time when stuff goes wrong. And, you know, sometimes we're looking at it as, oh, I must have screwed up and now I'm being punished. Sometimes we look at it as, oh, I can't ever get anything right. Of course, this is what, you know, happens because I can never get anything right. You know, and whatever it is, the lie, the story that we're telling ourselves about it, that's the problem. Not what's actually happening in the moment. You know, that's the reflection that we can look into. And then the quicker we do, the quicker it releases, and it's amazing. So I'm glad that that was shown to us. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to do a group reading just for everyone who's either watching live or who watches this on the replay. And then we are going to delve into some personal readings with both the cards and with Jen and her amazing guidance that comes through in various ways. So we may do some energy shifting. We'll just do whatever spirit guides us to do. But first, I would like to we're going to just offer a couple of channel messages that have been coming through for the energy right now. You know, we just did come off of the new moon in Capricorn. And speaking of MJ and Soulful Revolution, there's a great live that we did together yesterday. Check that out, talking about the energies that are going on right now. Also, this is a time with this transition, with the eclipse, with everything that's happening right now, of really confronting in a very real way with the Capricorn new moon energy, those things in the real world that are reflecting all those fears that we are being guided, invited, asked, supported in releasing, letting go, you know, just so that we can move, because those things are an anchor. Also, what you're going to see is a lot of that reflected in the people around you. You're going to really notice that people are either doing that, they're either releasing their fears and moving on, and you know, you can see they're in that high vibration and they keep on expanding. Or you're going to be seeing, and you'll see a mix of both, people struggling, people really giving into those fears and replaying those old cycles that you've probably watched them do a million times. And it can be frustrating right now, but the message came through really clearly today that when you're watching someone struggle, it's like you cannot rescue them from their struggle or save them from their own struggle any more than a lighthouse can save a boat on a stormy sea. A lighthouse can't go out and save the boat. What the lighthouse can do is just shine brightly, and that light can be used to guide that ship in, but the lighthouse can't go out and reach and grab the ship and, you know, rescue it. So it's important to remember that, just to shine more brightly within yourself by every time you get bogged down in your own negative energies or mental patterns, to just ask your guides, ask the divine to lift you out of that. And every time you do that, it's going to guide others, whether you see it happening or not. So Jim, would you like to talk at all about those energies before we dive in?
Yeah, I just kind of want to agree with that too, because, you know, like you're saying, for us to shine that light out, you know, to help shine that light out for everyone to see. But, you know, that's all we can do is shine the light. It's often good, just like as you said, is when, you know, we're in those struggles, to remember that the divine is shining that light for us too, you know, and we need to ask for that help and that guidance to show us the way. And it's always there for us, just like we're going to continue to shine the light ourselves for everyone else.
Yes, absolutely. So what we're going to do now, I can check out your comments on a different device. So that's what I'm going to do. And make sure that doesn't interfere. Okay. So now I can see everybody. Hey, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all your support. You know, this is the first live that Jen and I have done together, and there's been so much support around it. So thank you so much. So we're going to do just a live collective group card reading, and then energy reading from Jen about that, and then we'll dive into the personal reading. So for now, just hold off, and then when I kind of give the go-ahead, you can post up if you want a live reading, a personal reading, and we'll go there, okay? But do wait, because I won't be able to backtrack and see everybody, okay? So the first card coming out, oh, wow, surprise, surprise, is the Tower. So that's exactly what we were talking about, the stormy seas, you know, the choppy energies, the things being reflected. And really lately, it even goes beyond that, because of this very strong earthly energy that's happening. It's about things being ripped away lovingly by the divine in your physical world that are not serving you. So those things that have been kind of hanging on, or that you've been hanging on to, are being removed, and it is for your good. An image they've been showing me a lot is that the final rags of your old clothes are being ripped off you by the divine, so that you can be cloaked in this beautiful divine garment. So you imagine this like big sparkly, you know, or however you imagine divine garment that's being put on you, this big robe or this gown. And this is, you know, something that God wants to cover you with and give you, and yet we're clinging to these old rags. So the more gracefully we can allow them to be ripped away, knowing that it is in love, knowing that every single thing is holding us up in that beautiful love and energy, the better it will feel, even though it's still going to be difficult. Wow, King of Pentacles. So this has been coming up, showing where we are in this journey, that you have worked so hard. And Pentacles, again, being that earthly energy. So this is about you coming into that power, coming into that abundance. You know, you're there. I mean, the message I've really been getting with this card every time it comes out is you're there, you've arrived. So know that, and know that what you're waiting for now, if you feel like you're waiting, is just for the physical world to reflect where you are. That's the King of Pentacles, you know. So if you're in the King of Pentacles energy, the pentacles are going to be reflected to you. They just have to be, because you are that. So that's what's coming to you. So staying in that faith, even as the Tower is crumbling, that no, I'm the King of Pentacles, and these pentacles are coming to me. They have to. I'm the king of them, right? So then we have Death. It's about total release. It's about completely letting go of those last shreds of garment, you know, the last shreds of clothing that you're holding on to, so that that new can be put on you. And look, she's naked here. You know, she's laying on this rock with this transformation, this death over her, and she has no clothes on. So that is where we're being asked to go. Total vulnerability, total trust of the divine being exposed like that. That's where we're being asked to move into. And really, it's just not an option to do anything else, you know, because the other option to embracing that death, that transformation, is to stay in that darkness, that basically death energy. You can either move through that or you can stay in it, is what I'm getting right now. So with that, there is some struggle around, in your life. There will be some struggle right now because that transition is not going to be, it's not going to be easy in the old sense of easy. It's easy in the new sense, because the more you do move into that support that's there for you, the more you're lifted up out of that struggle. But it's awareness that, yes, the struggles are going to go on inside and around you. And you're going to need to continually ask to be lifted up out of it. That's going to be key, right? So very, very important. This card, the unknown card, is God saying to you, what do you want? And this is the time where it's very important that you're conscious in all your energy, thoughts, words, and actions, that they're in alignment with what you do want, because you're being asked, what do you want? You can move into whatever it is in the physical that you're aligned with, but it is key that you be aligned with it right now. It's just not an option to do otherwise. Okay, so is there anything else? One overall.
You know what, India? What I'm kind of getting is what this is like. These cards you're pulling, it feels like a summary of 2018. We had so many towers in 2018, and they were true legit towers. A lot of us had some really tough times, and now it's like those towers aren't like that anymore. That tower coming up today, I feel is just those fears kind of being reflected to us as almost a reminder, not so much of upcoming towers, but just of a recollection of kind of some of those old fears popping up, because we are in that King of Pentacles energy.
Yeah, well, you just hit the key, which is it's a reflection. So
right.
Over this past year, what it's been about has been the spiritual journey, the spiritual unfolding, the spiritual expansion. Now what's happening is very real. It's very much our lives. And so it is going to be your job, your relationship, where you live, who you're surrounded by. It's going to be very physical. And that's the phase of the tower that we're in. And that's why they're talking about allowing those final shreds to be ripped away so you can be clothed, because it is a very physical thing. So you're right. We've experienced these towers already in a much deeper way that shook us to the core. And this tower is only the physical. So we have to kind of look at it that way, with that perspective of like, well, this is just stuff. This is just stuff changing to reflect the really hard part that I've already done, as Jen said. So that's beautiful. Then we have the Ten of Pentacles, which is showing you being in complete support, complete power. This is the card really about ease, being able to kick back and enjoy the support and the luxury that is being floated into you now by the divine. And it's vibrating with that, believing that despite the tower stuff you may see in your life and around it, vibrating with how supported you are, how empowered you are, and then it's all there divinely. Okay, and so this one to come out before, and I was like, nah, but yeah, Five of Cups. So this is about allowing yourself to mourn that which you do need to release in the physical, because there is going to be a mourning, just even if it's of the comfort of whatever it was that you were clinging to. There will be a mourning. There will be a, letting go that has to happen. And there will also be points in this process right now where you really feel like your hands are tied, where you really feel like you're not able to do anything. But that's where you need to remember your power, and this figure does have power. The power is in that center of the being, that's, even though he's suspended, he's aligned and he's illuminated. So it's important to do that even when you feel that you are not able to do much of anything. Okay, so then we have the Queen of Cups, which is about being, receiving, embodying, and flowing that pure, unconditional self-love, allowing that to flow through you and to others, really being in that power through that healing that you've done. Beautiful. So
this is actually a really beautiful reading. I think lots of times that tower pops out and we all just kind of grab our chests like, oh God, here we go. But that is just, that tower card needs to be looked at. I'm getting that it's not that devastation. It is an opportunity, and a very positive opportunity, when these things surface up and these reflections come back to us, because we are forever healing on this journey. The healing never, ever ends. And that tower is just representing, you know, kind of that light being shined on some of those things that still need to be healed within us. And it's just, it's a perfect opportunity to just look at those things and move through them, because the rest of the reading is fantastic.
Yes. Yes. And so I just asked, what is our fear as a group? What are we resisting? What are we fearing? And this is interesting, because our fear is actually the fear of success. It's the fear of moving away from those things that are no longer right for us. And it's the fear, moreover, of being able to receive what is. This is the Six of Wands, which is the victory card. It's the success card. It's everything happening. And we're actually kind of, you know, our minds are afraid of that. So I'm just going to finally see what we're being guided to release, and then we'll.
You know, it's interesting. I kind of had a vision today, because you and I have spoken, and you and MJ covered it on your live yesterday, kind of that rubber meets the road. And it kind of gave me this vision of, do you remember when we were little kids, and we all, or many of us, wished for a bicycle, and we just wanted it and wanted it and wanted it and wanted it. And we finally got this bicycle, and then it had training wheels, and we were kind of learning how to ride. And then all of a sudden you want the training wheels to come off, and now they're off. Mm-hmm. And whoever was teaching you was kind of holding on to the back of the seat, and you were so excited, but still super scared. It's like, that's kind of that energy, is like, there's nothing more that we want to do is than to take off on that bicycle like mad, but we're still kind of a little bit scared.
That's a beautiful metaphor, and that's perfect. Yeah. And then the more you get familiar with that feeling of freedom and balance that takes, then the more you love it. And then you can't imagine anything else, which is exactly what this transition is. So
the beautiful part too is, like, when we were kids, our parents or whoever taught us actually let go, and we had to ride it. But now on this spiritual journey, there's always somebody holding on to the back. You've always got that light and that guidance and all of that love from the divine. They're always holding on to you.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So we're being asked to surrender fully to spirit, to release any resistance around really surrendering to that support, really surrendering everything to spirit, and saying, you know, thank you that you're handling everything. Thank you that you're making everything to come together, and just really, really trusting that, aligning with that. So Jen, I'm going to just give it to you to expand on that, and then we'll go ahead and do some personal readings. And so now would be a good time to go ahead and post up if you do want a personal reading. And we'll start diving into those after Jen's message.
Yeah, just to kind of add on, because we kind of worked through it as you went through it, but it really is just remembering that we are supported, and to surrender. And that is that's really the hardest thing to do, right? Is we all have an idea of how we want things to go, and we've all manifested how we think it should be. And just surrendering to that divine timing, knowing that we're guided, knowing that we're protected, and just really, you know, just kind of falling down sometimes and asking for that help, and asking for, you know, what do you need to show me? Because so many times we're shooting all those intentions up, but we're not stopping and really saying, what do you want to show me? And then actually listening, because we get so caught up in the asking and the worry and all those kinds of things. But it's just kind of a matter of just sitting still and listening for that guidance, because it's there and it will come.
Yes. Okay. So let's see. Okay. So we're going to start with, and thank you for all your requests. We're just going to work through as many as we can. We have about an hour, maybe a little bit less. So we're going to dive in. Jean posted up first. Let's go with Jean Gray. All right. Let's see.
What's her question?
Oh, she just wants a reading. So if you do have a specific question, let us know, but otherwise we'll just ask for general guidance.
Okay.
All right. So general guidance for Jean. Jean Gray. Ooh, Empress. That's beautiful. So you are in this beautiful alignment. You are, you know, pregnant with all of this possibility. There's something I'm getting just really, really big and alive and creative coming into your world very soon. See how she's like just about to give birth? It's like this baby of yours and the divine's, Jean, is just about to be born, and it's time. It's time. And it feels like you do have this calm knowing about you, like you know that. This is maybe just confirmation for you. Confirmation because you have been through something painful, or you're just dealing with, you're dealing with like that past betrayal. And this has to do with this, romantic connection, this possibly soul connection, but there is a betrayal. And you are, I'm really getting you're letting go of this. You're really letting go of this pain. You're ready to move into this new beginning. So this is just confirmation for you that you're on the right track with that.
Yeah, I'm really getting that this is that January and February, I'm getting kind of that March message, which that month of March has been coming through a lot for people, that there's kind of a turning point somewhere around March. But I'm really getting that this January, February time for you is a time to really be gentle with yourself and really nurture yourself and just take really good care of yourself, because good things are coming to you.
Yes, that's what I'm getting too. It's like really good things coming. And let's just see, what is the fear block for Jean? What are you guiding her to release? And it's a fear of finding balance on your own, just being complete within yourself and really moving forward in that balance. There may be a fear also that you are not going to, come into union or with someone, but that is going to happen because this is a 2, and that's all about balance and coming in. So it's really about allowing that person to come in as a reflection of that love you've been giving yourself, as a reflection of that new beginning. And what is the guidance around releasing this fear? The guidance around releasing that is, look, it's 9 of Cups, which is embracing that your dreams are coming true, embracing everything that's being given to you, like that Empress, really embracing all of this new that's coming in for you. That's so beautiful. And
with that nurturing comes with is aligning yourself in that self-love, really aligning yourself and almost getting that daydream energy of just like what do you want this magnificent love to be? And then reflect that back onto yourself and treat yourself like you want to be treated, and that it's just going to line everything up, and that will just come to you in the physical.
Beautiful. Yes. Okay. That's gorgeous. Thank you, Jean.
Yep. Definitely take care of yourself, Jean.
Yeah. Yes. And next is Sheila Marie. So Sheila Marie, and thank you for your kind words, and you're very welcome. Thank you for being here. So regarding her divine partnership, she feels it is approaching. So Sheila Marie, any guidance around her divine partnership? And first of all, if you feel it is approaching, it is. And it is confirmed with the 2 of Wands, which is all about you expanding into this new horizon and you being ready to grab this second wand, which is that soul connection, and move into the horizons that brings you into. So it is on its way because you feel it, because you are in vibration with it. So that's absolutely happening. Yep, here it is, confirmation, 2 of Cups. So whatever you've been doing, Sheila, is right on. You probably have been doing a lot of releasing of attachment around outcome, around a specific person. You have to be doing that if this card is coming out. So that's beautiful. Keep on moving that direction, knowing that the divine is bringing in this union for you, absolutely, in the physical. Yep, there you go, Queen of Pentacles, in the physical. It's absolutely happening. I'm getting like this, someone who's going to be just cherishing you. It's a very beautiful, nurturing energy. I'm just getting clarification because the Devil is coming out. Let's see. Oh, okay. So there's Devil and 10 of Cups, which is telling me that there may be something unhealthy that you're still being guided to release. If there's an unhealthy aspect to this connection, then move into the guidance to release that and look at that, because it doesn't necessarily have to be, it doesn't necessarily have to get in the way, obviously, because you have 10 of Cups here along with that 2 of Cups, but it's just something to be very aware of. If there's a toxic or unhealthy aspect of this connection, that's just something to feel into. You have complete control over that with your awareness. And that is not going to be a barrier. I'm getting really strongly that it's not going to be a barrier to receiving that love in the physical. It's just something to be very, very, very aware of, hyper aware they're giving me, okay? So what is Sheila's fear to release? And
yeah, I was just getting just be and watch.
Okay.
Almost like a spectator for a second.
Oh, and you know what I'm getting around that? It's like when you have someone who's kind of in an unhealthy pattern, sometimes an addict, or someone who's broken your trust, there does need to be time where you're kind of allowing them to just show you who they are, just allowing them to show you, and you just observe that, okay? So when you asked about your fear, does that resonate, Jen?
Yeah, totally, because I've got all the good chill bumps around that. But yeah, just be and watch. Don't get in a hurry. Just kind of be cool. It's all good.
Yeah. And I asked for your fear block, and that is around moving forward into the opportunity that is there. And it's also the Four of Cups. So there could be a way that love is being offered to you right now that you're either not taking advantage of, or it's a little bit scary, just because it feels so new. And so just be aware that that love you're asking about is love there. Yes, it is. And it's just a matter of you moving into it. What's the guidance around this? It's a matter of you moving into it, with that awareness that I do want it to be healthy. I do want it to be, loving to myself. And then the guidance around that, releasing that fear, is speaking your truth. Speaking your truth and being very clear about what's right for you and saying that. And I'm getting boundaries around this too. Okay, Sheila? Beautiful. Anything else for her, Jen?
Yeah, just kind of when that throat chakra came up, it was make sure that you stand up for yourself and don't settle. Don't jump too soon because you think it's not there and you need to settle. It's there. You'll get everything in the full. But just like India said, set your boundaries and watch and do those things because it's there. It's there for you. But it just might take just a little bit of patience and really you being in your power and knowing what you want and not settling for anything less.
Yeah, I'm getting that too. Okay, wonderful. So let's go to Stephanie D, who just wants general guidance. So anything for Stephanie D? Okay. Okay, well, the first thing out, and I got to tell you, this card's been coming out heavy all day. I've done a lot of readings today, and this card, the Devil, has been coming out so much. And I do feel like it's bringing a hyper awareness to those patterns, those unhealthy patterns. And these can even just be patterns inside your own mind, inside your own psyche. Just bringing extra awareness around those because, look, Eve is in her power here. She's connected to the divine knowledge. She's being vulnerable. She's being strong. And that devil really has no threat. So it's just a matter of awareness and not giving that any power, not giving that stuff any power, not giving that devil energy any power at all.
I agree. That card to me, because, in a lot of the readings that have been going for the last week or so, we've just seen so many swords. It's just been swords and swords and swords. And I know over this weekend, the energy kind of felt like a roller coaster a little bit. And I feel like that devil card kind of popping out is that's up in your head, being up in your head.
Yep.
And releasing that's that tower from the general, those old fears, those old thought patterns, like you said, that's what I'm getting from that devil card.
Yes, and really being aware that it's not as powerful as it feels. Because that when you're up in your head, it feels really, really powerful. But just bringing awareness that, no, that's not where the power is. The power is in my soul, and that's much stronger than whatever's happening in my mind. And also following and moving with the guidance you're being given, which is what this Eight of Pentacles is about. Just taking baby steps, Stephanie, just, moving forward in a very guided way. In a very deliberate way, and in a way where that every step you're taking is, in alignment with your guidance. Getting a lot of throat chakra around you, Stephanie. So I'm feeling like you may, what I'm feeling is you need to be aware of what you're hearing yourself say and make sure that it's in alignment with your truth. So when you're speaking, even if you're just talking to other people about your life or about what's going on, make sure those words are very much what you want and not what you don't want, okay? And then you have the Hermit, which is about going within, holding that light up. Again, just finding your own truth, being very clear. Go within whenever you sense that devil energy of the mind. Just go within, get very centered, very still. And then you have Wheel of Fortune. There is something very key happening for you. I'm getting like in the next, definitely by the end of the month. Jen may get more around that, but there's like a key pivot point that's coming up that they want to bring your awareness to. So it's even more important to just stay centered so that when that happens, you can recognize it. I'm going to ask into what is Stephanie's fear block?
That Hermit card shining the light, I really do feel like that is that light being shown on all those old things. Like they might be bubbling up more than she'd like right now and really illuminating some of those things. But that's great, because what that means is you're being shown what they are so you can heal them and then move forward into this great transition.
Yep.
That's a gift.
Absolutely. That's beautiful. So, and your fear block was giving up control. It's a fear of not being in control. And, that is an illusion of the mind, because of course we're never really in control. We can only control our own reactions, thoughts, words and that kind of thing. We cannot control what's happening with other people. We cannot control anything outside ourselves. And, but yet when you're, connected with that divine guidance, you get more of a sense of that control that isn't really control, but it's knowing that God is in control, and it feels really good. So we're going to ask for guidance around shifting that fear.
Yeah, and on that card, India, too, it looked like there was two really big eyes.
Yeah.
And it was just like, again, it's seeing all these little mind blocks that keep popping up so she can heal them.
Yes. Yeah, that's great. And then the guidance to clear that fear is to embrace, again, embrace your connection with the divine. Embrace what's happening through you divinely. Embrace what God is using you to do and where you're being guided. And that is, like I said, going to give you more of a sense of control, because you will feel more supported, more okay, good, I don't have to figure everything out, which actually feels really wonderful, right? Okay, so anything else for Stephanie?
I feel like she's really on the edge of something big. Like she's right there. And it's just kind of like I'm getting that vision of kind of somebody sweeping with like the dustpan, just like sweeping up the last little bits after doing this huge cleanup effort. So it's real close. It's coming, and just really move into that heart space and put the brain in the back seat.
Okay, that's perfect. That's exactly on track with what I'm getting. So very good. Thank you, Stephanie. And then next is Wendy and Right. Okay, so Wendy, what guidance is coming through for Wendy? Okay, so right away, Wendy, when I picked up my cards, I had them all upside down. I turned them around, and I got for you that it has felt like everything has been upside down, but things are being righted. And then right after I got that and didn't say it, the Justice card came out. So everything is being divinely righted. Everything is being divinely turned, right side up the way it needs to be. So anything that has felt like, Wendy, that it's been, upside down, that it's just been, not the way it should be, it's going to be turned right side up and righted by the divine. So move more into, as much trust as you can with that is happening.
She's got some serious angel guidance.
Yeah.
So make sure you ask the divine, but also ask your guides to come in, because you've got a lot of angel guidance around that, and they're there for you. So don't be afraid to ask for help.
That's beautiful. And this card certainly supports that, because that's the Four of Wands, and that's about you being completely supported and coming into harmony, and, you having all the help you need and being brought home. That's gorgeous. So I really feel like things have not been right for a while, but you're about to be brought into harmony, be brought home, and everything's going to be all right. It's all going to be balanced out. Okay. So this feeling of Five of Pentacles, of being shut out in the cold, of being just like cut off from everything and everyone that felt important. That is going to be taken care of. Like you're going to feel this warmth and this, you know, even on a deeper level than you even imagined before. And then you have Three of Wands, which is, this is your manifestation coming into being. So your ships are coming in, you know, everything you've been aligning with is coming. And I hope this is really clear confirmation for that. Let's ask, what is Wendy's fear block? It is a block to actually being free from that past pain, to actually having your wishes come true. This is the Star card in the tarot. And it is about, you know, being blocked in the mind from actually moving into that complete freedom and having everything you could possibly want come to you. There's some, and that comes from conditioning, that comes from, you know, just our life experience and just developing the belief that that can't happen. But you're absolutely being shown that it will. And your guidance around that is to move into that. Spread your wings. This is the Two of Wands. So it's very much about you deciding to move into that energy, deciding to move into this union with the divine and trust it with open arms. Stay in balance is very important. I'm getting with this card. Stay in balance, stay centered, and trust. Again, like this is like that justice too, right? Stay in balance. Trust that balance is happening divinely. What do you think, Jen?
Yeah, I just kept hearing over and over, let it go, it's handled. Let it go, it's handled. Just, it is really just falling into that trust. And I'm really getting strong with all that protection, kind of angel protection and guidance. So I would really ask into that, ask into your guides, ask the angels, do some good, do some good morning meditation around that. And you might get some pretty good messages coming through if you just ask into that and some good morning meditation.
Yeah, I'm getting that same thing about everything's handled. Everything's going to be all right. It's a message I keep getting for you. Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking like the morning meditation, if you go into a deep morning meditation, they're actually going to show you the confirmations so that you can have a little bit more confidence into trusting.
Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, it's BJ next.
BJ.
And I'm going to see what comes out general for BJ. Page of Wands. So you're feeling this new energy. It's you know, it certainly feels, it just feels like, oh, wow, I'm starting all over, but in a good way. It's like you're starting, because this is feeling like you starting something really new with your soul purpose work. You starting something really, really new, and it's exciting, but also like, whoa, how is this going to work? But it's about releasing that, and you are, because you also have the Queen of Wands. So you're so strong in your connection. You are drawing everything in that you need very strongly. You're just like a huge magnet that's attracting in everything that you need to do this new beginning with the Page of Wands. So just keep doing that. Keep aligning. You're doing beautifully. I'm getting just like beautifully. Look, not only are you the Queen of Wands, you're the Queen of Swords. So you're also just not tolerating anything that's not right, anything that's not in alignment, you know, with what you're doing. It's amazing. So you have this clarity. Just keep on not putting up with anything that's not going to be right for you. You're on the right track, BJ. So look, Seven of Cups. This is just saying, okay, you've just gotten all that confirmation. You're on the right track. You're on the right track. So it's time to stop wondering, okay? So it's time to stop allowing your mind, just that confirmation, allowing your mind to be like, well, really, is this right? And I really feel like it is, but is it? And maybe I need to pick something else to align with. No, you know, you're on the right track. You know, just go with it, because the more you kind of flip and flop about it, the more it might delay. So not only did you have Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, you also have King of Pentacles. So again, you've arrived, you're there. It's time for you to see all of this in the physical. It's time for you to allow it to come in with no more kind of waffling around about it. It's there for you. And I know Jen has a lot for you.
BJ, the Queen of Confirmation. So many confirmations. And I'm pretty sure this will resonate with you, but they're kind of showing me that blank piece of paper. This is just the beginning of you writing not a new chapter, but a whole new book. and you've done all of this hard work in the past. You've kind of come into that settled down space, and you're just kind of at this beginning point, and they're showing me that blank piece of paper. But no, you are right in alignment. You are on your way, and just embrace it and go with the flow. I'm getting a lot of that. Kind of just be easy for a little bit, and just be patient, and know that it's all happening, and you're on your way.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I'm going to pull a fear block for you. Let's see what is a fear block for BJ. Let's see what's coming out. Yeah, again, fear of turning over control, and I'm getting losing control for you. So fear of losing or turning over control, fear of, those things that you can't control kind of thing. What is the guidance around shifting out of this?
Hey, BJ, I want you to take that blank piece of paper, and I want you to write all your fears on them.
Yeah.
And
okay.
look at it, and then get rid of it and be done.
Yeah. And it may help you, because you do need that confirmation, that clarity to actually see it written down and physically destroy it. And when you're doing that, turn it over. Say to your guides, thank you that you're taking these from me. You're replacing it with more faith. Now, this is interesting, because your guidance around shifting out of that fear is just to listen, which I'm taking as Spirit saying, like, listen to this reading right here. Everything you need to hear. Okay, listen and really, really hear it. And don't just let it go in one ear and out the other, and don't just brush it off. Okay? You're on the right track. Hear that. Now, a couple of people, thank you, BJ. A couple of people are saying that they've been forgotten or whatever. I'm going in order that everybody posted up. So it may be a ways back in the stream, but I don't think I'm overlooking anybody. If I am, I'm going to chalk it up to we're being guided. But for sure, Wendy, your reading happened. You did not get passed over. So Wendy and Ray, please wait till this posts on the channel. After it's live, you can rewind and just see your reading, because it was a full reading and it was a good one. Okay, and thank you. And thank you for being here. Okay, so we have BJ. I'm just going to backtrack. Okay, after BJ, we have Kim. So Kim, this is Kim Elzia, who you know, Jen. And we are going to ask for general guidance. This came flying out. 6 of Pentacles. This is beautiful. This is you receiving this flow of abundance. See how the birds are bringing in these things from all over into her basket. And this is like these gifts are coming in all these unexpected ways. The love, the abundance is coming in all of these ways you would not really expect. And just keep your eyes open for it, because they're coming. And then you're gathering them all up, and you can share them with everyone around you. All this flow of, you being brought these gifts and then being able to share them, Kim. And now it's time for you to really, really align too. What do you want? The divine is asking you, what do you want? And I know this energy kind of has come up in a few of your readings, Kim, where it's like, you just decide, you just align, and that's what you're being guided to do. It's very difficult, because we do have to get past a lot mentally. You are dealing with this energy of feeling out in the cold, unsupported, like you're on your own with everything. And of course, the divine now, wants you to feel that divine support, so that you know you're supported, so that you know everything you need is there. That 6 of Pentacles, that flow is there. But it's hard because you've been through it. This is the wounded warrior, the 9 of Wands, and you've been through it. You've struggled. You are having to tap into a lot of strength with this lion, and a lot of perseverance to continue. But allow that strength to come from God. I can do all things through God who strengthens me. Just let that be your mantra, because it's not you having to do it now, Kim. You had to do everything in the past on your own. That's why you felt that 5 of Pentacles. You're not on your own anymore. You're the King of Pentacles. Yes, again. So King of Pentacles coming out all over the place for everybody. You have everything you need. You are ready. You have arrived. So don't allow this mental 7 of Swords, something's going to be taken from me, something has been taken from me, kind of energy of thievery to take you off that path. Okay, so this is very much an old energy I'm getting. This is not anything that's happening right now. This is just an old energy that is needing to be released right now, so that you can feel more of that abundance. And what is the fear block for Kim? And thank you also, everybody, for the confirmations that you're posting up. That is wonderful. Thank you. Kim, it's a block to actually going with the guidance you are receiving. You know, that guidance is coming in, but it's a block to, you know, letting it in. That's the mental block, of course, to letting it in. So your guidance around that, beautiful, is the star. Move into those wishes coming true. I'm sorry, I said this is the star. It's not. It is the sun. It's the sun. This abundance, it's all yours. Okay, this abundance, this warmth. It's like you remember that Five of Pentacles where you were out in the cold? Well, it's like you have a belief in your mind that you will never be in the warmth of the sun again or ever if you've never been. You are. You are going to be. You are. It's aligning with that warmth of the sun is yours. Releasing that fear and releasing that block to what the divine is telling you about that. Because you are receiving those gifts with the Six of Pentacles. That's confirmations. You are. Okay.
Hey, Kim. So what I'm getting for you is kind of running out ahead of yourself, running kind of into the past and maybe some old thoughts. I'm really getting for you, and it was really clear just that be present and let it come to you through that crown chakra. But I also was getting, try some grounding meditations. And I know that, I think, if I remember right, isn't she a Capricorn? She should be super grounded, right? If she's a Capricorn.
I don't think she is a Capricorn. I think you're thinking of someone else that I do know who you're thinking of. But,
okay.
But I don't know. Maybe though.
I'm not sure. Anyway, regardless, I'm really getting kind of some good grounding meditation and doing that meditation to where you kind of see the light come in through your crown and run all through you and all the way down to the core of the earth, and then kind of right back up to kind of give you a little bit of peace and just really be present, because it's all happening. But I'm just feeling like there's just a little bit of scattered nervous energy that needs to just kind of be brought in and kind of centered down. Maybe do that a couple times a day. It only has to be a couple minutes, but just to kind of get centered.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yes. All right. And by the way, thank you to the people who are helping with the flow of the readings. That's really helpful. Thank you, Jean. And also, I saw that Wendy did see her reading, so yay. Okay, everybody's happy. And Kristen, you're next. Jen, you know Kristen also. Chrissy.
Oh, Kim's an Aquarius.
Oh, that. Okay, wonderful.
I don't know. I was feeling all that Capricorn energy for her. I don't know why. Maybe I'll get her ground, to do that good earth energy to ground down.
Yes. I knew you were an air sign, Kim, because I sense that air sign-ness from you. Because takes an air sign to know one for sure. Okay, Chrissy. What's coming out for Chrissy? Queen of Pentacles. I'm loving this. This is so good. I mean, this is so significant for me and Jen, because for months now, the divine has been sending this is like the go card. This is like to let you know you're really ready for all this. And especially for divine feminines, it's just been a biggie. So Chrissy, you are there. You are ready. It's go time. It's amazing. That's like the big green light from your guides in my readings. And you also have all of these gifts coming in, all of these confirmations, all of this abundance that is just coming from all these different places. And just the more you can expand to that, the more you can allow that in, the better. This is also you just giving to yourself, allowing yourself to indulge for you. And then the more you nurture yourself, the more you support yourself, the more that can flow out to everyone around you. And it is doing that in ways you would not even know that you're doing that. Look at you, Chrissy. I'm so excited. You're also Queen of Cups. You've just come into so much healing. You have so much love to give. You are loving yourself. I'm getting you really are taking this beautiful care of yourself, and ooh, you're just letting it in. And that is
like the mic drop for Chrissy.
It is, because you've worked hard for this. You have gutted for this, and it's there. That is so amazing.
Yeah, I'm just keep hearing, keep going with the flow. It's working. Go with the flow.
So don't let these other energies come in and ruin that party. The Five of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles wanting to keep you in that kind of, oh no, we have to be in lack. We can't be in all this abundance because mind says so. And the Five of Cups, which is reminding you of past pain, or mourning, you know, that what you need to let go of now. You're not going to let those things drag you down from this beautiful high vibration that you are in. You're going to just allow that vibration to lift you up out of that kind of sadness and that, you know, mentally clinging energy. So what is
moving forward?
Yeah, moving forward. Yes. The fear for Chrissy, it is a fear of actually blossoming, a fear of really, really moving, you know, forward in that beautiful soul fire, like really being on fire. I'm getting, this is like a block around that. Around, really? I mean, Chrissy, is like, it's actually a block to having so much. Like, it's like you've got so much and you're so much, and it's like a block to all that, because the mind just pops in and is like, who do you think you are? You know, and that's somebody else's voice saying that. So it's just, you know, lifting up out of that. And that is confronting those fears, confronting those voices. And there's the inner child, you know, connecting with her, asking, you know, your inner child, little Chrissy, what do you need? What did you not get? What are you trying to tell me? And I know you've done a lot of work around this, so just keep on moving into that, especially with this new moon energy. Just keep on moving into that and releasing more and more and more, because you are on fire. You're doing amazing.
Yeah, don't get caught up in it's too good to be true, because it's true.
Yeah.
Keep aligning yourself with it. It's true.
Yep. Even though it's really, really good and it's even better than you even know, it's still true.
Yep. And you haven't even seen it all yet.
Yeah.
I mean, the best is yet to come.
Wow. That's amazing. Okay. Thank you, Chrissy. And LRR, I know you have been so anxious. You said that this reading is really important to you, and that's why you were kind of like, you know, don't skip me, don't skip me. And so it's your time. I hope you're still here. LRR. Okay, so we're just going to connect with your energy, see what comes out for you. Oh, comes out strong. Okay. Okay, well, I get it. You know, there's some, this is the card I call the shady ass energy card. Like shady ass energy, trying to, like, you know, get all up in your grill. So I get it. You're like, what is this? And it's not you, you know, it's not it's only you in that it's there, and you need to, you know, rise up out of it, get away from it, kind of thing. It's like when you go in the rain, you get wet, and then you are wet. Okay, so that's a fact. But you're not, you know, you are able to separate yourself from the rain. Okay, it's there. Yes, if you walk outside naked, you're gonna get wet, or without an umbrella. I don't know why immediately you were naked, but no, it's spirit, not me. So I'm just saying, sorry, but I'm saying that's what that shady ass energy is. You know, you need an umbrella, you need clothes, first of all, and look, you need strength. You need that strength of the divine you're gonna tap into that to protect you from that shady energy. See how she's like hugging on this lion? She's like cuddling on this lion. That's what you're gonna do with the divine. Just every time you feel or sense that shady energy, it might be coming from a person you're aware of. It might not. I mean, you just might be feeling it everywhere. But every time you are feeling that, just picture yourself cuddling up against that lion that is the divine and drawing strength from that. And it's protecting you. You're not at the mercy of that rain. You're not at the mercy of that energy. And look at that. That's the key. So releasing that attachment to that energy and really moving into that strength and allowing full release of it. Because there's something in you that might be, look, you're naked again, see? So there's something in you that might have been resisting this kind of exposure to the divine. See how she's naked and the divine light is shining down on her. It's like, that's a lot of vulnerability with the divine, right? And cuddling that lion is a lot of vulnerability with the divine. So there's something in you that might have, you know, that might be being guided to move more into that. And maybe there was some resistance about that. But when you do, then you're building a whole new foundation with the Three of Pentacles in the real world, here with a partner. So it's very much allowing your divine connection within to lead you into that new beginning, that foundation in the physical, even though it has felt Scary. So let's just ask what the fear block is. Woo, it is. Really embracing this well-deserved reward. This is the Nine of Pentacles. This is that, you know, beautiful support that's there for you, being held up in that. And there's a block to that. So what is the guidance about? Moving past that block. 8 of Wands. So it's moving forward from the heart, quickly, you know, just allowing that heart to lead you. And I'm getting like that heart's just going to lead you out of the kind of danger zone, whatever that feels like. Quickly, just follow that heart. It's going to be the path to your success. And that success is definitely there because you have that 9, you know, that you just got, 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm going to turn over to Jen for you.
Okay. So what I immediately saw at the beginning of this reading was almost like bars in a prison. I don't know if the mind is acting like a prison. Sorry, just give me 1 second. You're a prisoner of your mind. That there is a rut maybe that you've been in that you don't feel that you can't get out of. But there is a solution for you. You need to surrender and ask for help. I feel like there's someone other than, obviously you're going to ask the divine for help and you're going to align yourself that way. But in the physical, I feel like there's someone that you can ask for help, but you might not want to. And they say, don't be afraid. Give me a second. Did you pull the Sun card for her? Or am I just seeing the Sun card?
No, you're just seeing it.
Okay, so I am seeing the Sun card. So move into this space of surrender. Walk out of the rain into the sun. So you can walk out of that rain into the sun. Don't be afraid to ask for help and really align yourself with the divine and know that you can, by moving into that heart space, free your mind from that prison, because I really feel like you're kind of in a rut. I hope that helps you.
Yes. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. So we have Mary Jo Muyo, and she would like a twin flame reading. All right. So we're going to ask for any guidance around her divine connection. What would you like for Mary Jo to know? Okay. Queen of Wands. Okay, so you are definitely in your power. This is a beautiful energy to be in with any connection, because this is you being true to your divine, soul, true to your guidance. This is you really being connected. That's fabulous, and it's you really glowing. And I always get this very magnetic quality with that card. So you're drawing in that which is right for you. Yes. Okay. You also have Wheel of Fortune having to do with your divine connection. So there is divine timing at hand, of course. This is a key time. When I'm getting that now, Ace of Cups. Wow, that's nice. So this is new begin. This is a beautiful, big new beginning. This is your cup runneth over. This is love. So with that Wheel of Fortune, I'm just getting there's a new beginning coming. I'm really getting like kind of February-ish. Like maybe mid-February. So there's been difficulty because of this past pain with the Three of Swords. There's been a lot of pain. So I'm getting that this person you're connected to feels like there's nothing they can do because of the pain they've caused you. Or this could be the other way around, but I'm kind of getting that it's them causing you pain and feeling like there's nothing they can do now. So just maybe hold a space of compassion around that. Oh, but look, 2 of Cups. So you have the Ace of Cups and the 2 of Cups. So what that tells me for you is love is coming in. I never, will attach that to a specific person, but I can tell you that love is coming into you with that reading, and that you with the Queen of Wands energy, you're doing just what you need to be doing there. What is your fear block? What is the fear block for Mary Jo? It's a fear to really focusing on you, taking care of you. Jen was going to say that. So let me just get the guidance around that, and then but I can see when she's like smiling with confirmation when a card comes out, and that's what just happened. So the guidance around that is to seek the truth. 7 of Swords, somebody, that 3 of Swords, that wasn't right, So like, look into what that was. What was that? Where did that come from? And why was that sort of something you had in your reality at the time? And, why weren't you taking care of you? Why didn't you want to take care of you? Why was the love all going to that other person and none to you, from you? So I'm going to let Jen.
Okay, it's real cut and dry. Just one sentence kept coming through over and over and over, was keep falling in love with yourself, which is that nurture card. Just keep falling in love with yourself, and keep nurturing yourself, and keep shining that bright light. And then that light and that love will be reflected back to you in the physical.
Yes.
But really pour it on yourself. You really need to pour the love on yourself.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm getting too. Okay. Ava B. I'm excited you're here. Love connecting with you. That is a gift. Okay, so for Ava B, 10 of Cups. So much love, so much connection. I love it. This one is like, both partners and the baby. It's like everything. It's, family love. It goes beyond the partnership. It's the whole divine family. Yes, that's beautiful.
Is this general?
Yeah, general for Ava B. Yep. Thank you. This is judgment. This is the divine handling things, making things come down. Here she's surrounded by all these, lilies, which is birth, new beginning. And there's I'm just getting proclamation. There's some kind of proclamation that's coming down that's going to shed a lot of light. Some kind of announcement. I don't know, but it's definitely divinely guided. Okay.
Divinely timed.
Yeah, divinely timed. And Ava, I always feel like you get this, the star. Ava notoriously gets the best readings on these lives. She gets amazing readings. They're always like this. The star, 10 of Cups. Like, this is your...
It's all like Beyonce on the card there.
Yes, that's her. Just all that Beyonce energy. Everything is like, your hair is blowing in the wind and everything's amazing. It's so good. And I know that, life doesn't feel that way, but that's the guidance that they're giving you. Look, even 9 of Cups. This is you, getting so much on your own, so much abundance, so much love, just being you and your Beyonce self. And look, moving forward swiftly. You get all the amazing cards. So yes, moving forward swiftly into, let's see. Out of, I should say. You're moving forward swiftly out of the mental fears. So you can see, and this is why they show you so much amazingness in your reading, Ava, because they're trying to show you how amazing everything is so that you will get out of your mind, which is telling you that everything's scary, that everything is, not good. Because that is just an illusion. I know it's, that's so ridiculous to say when our minds can terrorize us so much, but it is the mind. And so it's important to turn that over, because your reality is everything you just saw before that. And this, the 7 of Pentacles, which is, if there's a little bit of a pause right now in what you're seeing in your physical reality, it's because it's coming in. It's the harvest that is coming in. It's there for you. It's just, that divine moment, like Jen said, to receive it But everything you saw before in this reading is yours. It's your, your amazing life. So it's the only key, the only guidance is getting out of the mind. What is your fear? Block. Hey, that's fear block. Okay. Oh, well, it's actually confronting those fears. And so everything I just said about, the way your mind terrorizes you, a lot of the power of that terrorizing comes from we don't want to look at it. We don't want to look at it. When we actually look at it, when we actually look at what we're fearing, it is so much less powerful than we imagine. It just really has very little power. When we look at it straight on with that confidence, he's got the purple robe here, so that confidence in your divine guidance and what you're being shown. So the guidance around shifting out of that fear is release. Total release of everything from the past. And Jen's nodding, so I'll give it to her. But yes, that's the key to shifting out of that.
It's interesting. So what was coming through the whole time was like the shedding of like an old skin. And then that release card topped the reading or ended the reading. So there's a shedding of you just letting go and releasing and knowing that once you shed that old skin, that there is really a bright new beginning for you. And to just allow that to come in and receive it, but just let go, just shed it off. Because it's like I don't know, did you give her a timeline or anything? I really felt like this spring energy, like this, like just March, April, like all the stuff coming out of the ground right when spring starts. And that's what they're giving me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Beautiful. Okay, next we're going to go to Steph Ferreira, and we have about probably 10 more minutes, so we'll just do a couple more. And thank you to everybody who's here, and we are going to do more of these, so we will come back, and I am going to put all of Jen's information in the description box too for you to contact her if you want to, and yeah, there'll just be lots more. So thank you for being here. So Steph, any general guidance for Steph? Stephanie. Six of Pentacles again. We have this so much. So this is, this is a sign that everyone is coming into balance, because it is about being able to give and receive reciprocally, to be able to receive all those things being brought in and be able to allow that abundance to flow through you. And it's a very balanced card. So that's really showing a lot of great work everybody's going through. And Steph, you've really been through it, because this is the Four of Swords, and it's about really having to take some time to heal from the past pain, from that Three of Swords, and having to rest. Take this time, especially the beginning of this month. I'm getting like the first, like for the next couple weeks, really allow yourself to rest and restore, because you have been through a lot, you have healed through a lot, and it's important to allow yourself that time and that healing. And then as you do, you're moving into an entirely new energy in the heart. This is an entirely new type of love that is based in that self-love, and it's moving you into something completely new for you. It's a light here. It's, throat chakra. Excuse me. So, Steph, make sure you're speaking your truth there's a lot of truth around this pain that you may need to speak. Nine of Cups, you are supported. Jen, I'm going to give it to you because I'm going to have a throat chakra attack right now.
Okay. No, I really got that you're tired, and to really to take this time to rest and really just go with the flow. Like nothing needs to be done right now. Just rest. It will all come to you in divine timing. Everything will be okay. But it is really just a time for you to just kind of be quiet. And I am getting, it's temporary, like a week or two. I mean, I almost kind of see you like taking a day off and just doing nothing, maybe watching movies, or just kind of really let go and decompress a little bit and take care of yourself and just go with the flow right now. It's very short term, and then you'll be back in shape, but really take care of yourself, get lots of rest. get lots of sleep, and just take care of your body, take care of your health, and recuperate. That's the word that we need, is recuperate.
Yep. That might be why I'm, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. That might be why I am having a little attack, because it's like your body too needs.
Mm-hmm. It's a very much a physical recuperation.
Yeah, because I suddenly felt kind of like, oh my gosh, my body's under attack. So, okay, let's feel into the fear block. Let's see. Fear block for Steph. Okay, it's a block to, you know, this stuff in the real world that is coming into your real reality now. It's like there are lots of changes. You had that Page of Cups, you know, you're following your heart, and that is going to bring a lot of changes in the way life is for you. And there may be a bit of a block to actually seeing these things take shape. But the guidance around that, you know, and it may be that you're not feeling supported in what you need to do. So the guidance around that is turn over the struggles. Okay, this card, the Five of Wands, in this deck particularly, it's about turning over your need to protect yourself and fight and defend, turning that over to the divine, because you are divinely defended and protected, and really trusting that. It's important. See how he's looking up, and he just has a shield, no sword. So he's really, really depending on the divine to just, you know, take care of him, even though he is a warrior like you are. So turning that over, allowing that. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I just confirm everything. Ditto.
Yay. Okay. Okay, so let me see. Sister, we got Sister. Thank you for coming back, Sister. I love connecting with you, Tyra. How are you doing? Okay, so general guidance for Tyra. King of Cups. Wow, I'm going to need clarification on this. If this energy is you or someone else, because typically I've been getting a lot of Queen of Cups, but King of Cups. Okay. Okay, Tyra, it's feeling a little conflicting. What's happening right now? You know what, Jen? I'm actually going to let you go first this time, is what I'm getting, and then I'm going to feel into this a bit.
Was it just general?
Yep, general for Tyra. But let me just throw in, I am getting that this King of Cups is someone else, like a masculine.
Yeah, very watery energy. I mean, that was actually the first thing that came through, and that generally doesn't come through for me to go to someone else, but I'm definitely getting the energy around some sort of, and I really kind of got that Pisces energy. Did you have a second card on that I hadn't seen?
Yeah. Okay, so what's next is the Two of Swords, which is talking about a decision that someone is resisting making. Okay, so what I'm getting is there's something about either this other person, this masculine, is not making a decision, or you are avoiding making a decision, and you are, or not avoiding, but just procrastinating, because you need to walk away from the past pain. This is Six of Swords, about walking away from that old kind of destructive pattern. But it's interesting because this is the King of Cups. It could be that it could be that you're walking away, you're making the decision to walk away from that which is harmful for you, to walk toward this loving partner, is what I'm getting.
And feeling like that other person's unsteady.
You do.
There's some unsteadiness somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then you have the Ace of Swords. So that's about, you know, being in your truth, your clarity. Let me just ask for a little more clarification, one more about this. And let me also, Tyra, if you want to post up any, you know, confirmation or anything that might guide us. We're a little bit stymied, and that can happen if, like we're talking about, if there is like a unstable energy involved, where it's like there's just a lot of mental fogginess or something.
And it makes us foggy.
Yeah, and here this is like the Seven of Wands, which is about fending off a lot of energies. So that could be what this is. It's sort of like you're having to block a lot of energies as you move away from these things that are not right for you. And that could be causing this kind of like chaotic feeling that we're picking up on. But let me ask into what is, oh, okay, perfect. Well, she walked away from a toxic person.
There
that
you
makes
go.
total sense. I wonder if that's a Pisces, but yeah, you walked away from a toxic person. Okay, perfect. And so the Ace of Swords is saying, stay in that clarity. You know, it's confirming you did the right thing. I am getting, just because of the energy of the reading so far, that, you know, there's a lot of fogginess around it. There's a lot of confusion around it. There's a lot of, and she's waiting for her real divine partner, hasn't met him yet. Okay, perfect. So first of all, there's no need to wait, because what you're doing is you're loving yourself. You're that embodiment of love. And remember, that divine partner is being drawn into you. So there's no waiting. You know, that person's there. That person is in this reality, in this life. And you're just aligning yourself so that they can be, you know, brought in closer and closer to you. And that's actively moving forward. So you're embodying that energy of, you know, union with yourself, union with the divine. That's going to be reflected in this partner. It's going to happen soon, though, because the Seven of Pentacles is like an impending harvest. This is an impending thing coming in. So they're just letting you know, like, it's really coming. I would like for you to remove the energy of waiting from your consciousness, because the energy of waiting itself can delay things a little bit. So just, you know, you're not waiting for anything. You're just, you're aligning, and you are attracting in that love that's right for you. And so the fear block is actually a block to waiting, wouldn't you know it? So it's a block to the Hanged Man. And, you know, Tyra, this is about taking the time to see things from every perspective, right? And really observe, what was it in me that, you know, was part of this? You know, what was the fear? And they want you to do this so that you can have the clarity to move forward when, you know, this other is attracted in. Okay, she says, yeah, I have no idea where to go next in life, what to do. Been getting better with self-love. Beautiful. And then again, Tyra, you know, it's beautiful to say, I don't know. It's beautiful to, you know, to say that, but it can be in an empowering way of like, I don't know. And, you know, the divine is showing me, and that's what's happening. So that's that beautiful observe energy of the Hangman. You don't know, and you're not intended to know. So allow yourself to be supported, because this is the second Seven of Pentacles you got. 2 Seven of Pentacles means it's coming. Okay. See how in this card, it's like the tree is within her, and then, yeah, her, can never figure it out in that card. And then she's seeing it come into her physical reality, surrounded by trees, right? And see the fruit right within yourself. Okay. So this is saying, like, it says awaiting too. And we were talking about awaiting, right? So the awaiting you're doing is really waiting on yourself. Okay. And that's the divine waiting on you, and you coming into that self-love that you are doing so beautifully now, and just allowing that to be reflected out. Okay. So anything else, Jen, for Tyra?
Yeah, I was really getting, you know, with that unsteady energy, that she did a great job in walking away from a toxic situation, but after walking away, sometimes we need to take kind of a hot minute to just be kind of clean house a little bit, kind of clean up after a mess. And that is that self-love, and that's that self-reassurance that she's following her path and her soul purpose and connecting with the divine, but just kind of that just really cleaning things up a little bit, dusting things off, taking care of herself, because it's coming. It's almost like, I don't want to put too much focus on the other person coming in, because it all needs to be within, but it's almost kind of that feeling of like how you need to clean house before company comes over.
Yeah.
But she just kind of needs to take care of herself and just do some really cool things for herself, and build herself back up, because I feel like there could be some tiredness from that old situation that needs to kind of be let go of and cleansed out. And then this new beginning will come.
Yes, that's exactly right. Okay. So, Jen, do you have time for one more?
Let's do one more.
Okay. So that's RiRi. So RiRi, you're the one more. And then thank you everybody else, and everyone for being here. And yeah, we will definitely do more soon. So general guidance for RiRi. Okay, it's time for total release. It's time for that total transformation. It's time to let go completely of anything you've been attached to, specifically from the past. I'm getting just anything. Even if you are, and RiRi, I'm getting, you might be, even if you are sort of already involved with the person that you want to be involved with, this is about releasing the old, even with them, okay, so that you can move into this totally new start within yourself, within the relationship. You have 10 of Pentacles, so that's total power and support. You're having everything you need in the physical, so aligning with that abundance. Okay. Anything else? The Star, yes. All your dreams, wishes, hopes coming true. Align with that. So many times when they show us these cards, like we saw with Ava, that is about showing us what really is there so that we can shift out of any mental doubt. Okay, beautiful. New love energy. New love energy. This is gorgeous. So, you know, this is possible, this new birth of your heart, because of that total release from the past, of the past. Yes. So right now you got the Hangman. So it's like, I'm just getting, wait a minute. Wait a minute before taking action, because you are in this brand new Page of Cups energy. You are doing the process of doing a lot of releasing. So just kind of hold on a minute before you take a lot of action. What is the fear block for RiRi? Okay, it's a block to really listening to your guidance, which would be why you're getting that Hangman, because they're wanting to hold you still for a minute so that you'll listen. So it's kind of like, okay, if I can't move forward, what are they trying to show me? What are they trying to tell me? What am I being shown? Okay, and then what is the guidance around this? Thank you. Okay, the guidance is to really listen to the soul guidance that's coming in. Really listen. So there was a block to listening. They're asking you to listen. This is 8 of Wands. So this is what's coming into your heart to lead you forward into success, into growth. So this is thinking with your heart, not your mind. This is shifting into really listening to what you're getting through your heart and moving forward in that.
So right away, what came through is something from December that happened or weighed heavily on you needs to be healed. You need look deep into that, and it, because I almost feel like you have a nagging energy of some sort of hurt or something that's just bothering you from December, and it could be one of those things where you're like, oh, it's not that big a deal, but it is. It's holding you back, and to look deep within that and heal that, and then you'll be able to be a little bit more free and move forward. I hope that resonates for you, but I'm really getting something about something in December. I don't know, maybe perhaps it was over the holidays, but I'm really getting it was like second, third week in December.
Okay.
But look into that and see what that's kind of reflecting back to you that you need to look at.
Beautiful. Okay, thank you so much. And
yes, this past December.
Okay. And we just thank you for your, thanks for your confirmation too. So, okay, well, thank you everybody for being here. This has just been amazing, and we'll have many more. So we will see you again soon.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye.